guys might remember that at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy 3, by the way, in a hit and miss era for Marvel, Guardians 3 was one of the hits. That movie was great.
Yeah.
Loved it. And at the end of it, it doesn't say that Guardians of the Galaxy will return. It says Peter Quill will return.
Mm-hmm.
Well, according to a story going around on certain sites, like this major one, Superhero Hype, again, one of the cornerstones in the geek community of websites, is running with one of the stories that they picked up saying Star-Lord set for surprising MCU return in Disney Plus TV show. And they go on to say in the report, and by the way, it's not just other outlets have kind of written this up too, that the TV show we're going to see Star-Lord in, Peter Quill returns, is Vision Quest, the upcoming series with Paul Bettany and a number of other returning people in the MCU coming to Vision Quest, that he's going to be there. So that would be a very interesting choice to bring a major theatrical character like Star-Lord from a billion-dollar franchise and to have him reintroduced into a Disney Plus series. That would be an odd choice. But we're in an era where Marvel is seemingly moving away from stuff like that, but they are experimenting, and who knows. So I thought we would run a little fact check on it. So for those of you, because I've had a number of you guys earlier today write into me, John, did you see that Star-Lord is going to come back in Vision Quest? I talked to some people in the know. And you can believe me or not believe me, that's totally fine. But I can tell you right now with 100% certainty, Star-Lord is not in Vision Quest. So you can take that as the big fact check. You can take this rumor and put it aside. Again, even just on its surface, it's an interesting idea. I just don't see why they would do that or how Star-Lord fits in with Vision or where that would go. You know where the rumor probably came from? Remember that concept art that came out with Star-Lord and Vision on a couch?
Oh, yeah.
That's probably where somebody picked this up and then said, oh, Star-Lord's come back. Anyway, we can just tell you that unless something really secret changed, Star-Lord is not going to be in Vision Quest. Who all is and isn't, I don't know. I haven't asked, but I can tell you that Star-Lord is not in Vision Quest. So there's your fact check for the day. But Rob, I mean, it does raise the question. It's been a few years now that we had the end of Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and we had the words Star-Lord, Peter Quill will return. So they got plans. And we still don't really have any kind of insight as to when or where that will be. It's not going to be Vision Quest, but do you have any kind of thoughts right now about where and when, or heavens, is Chris Pratt ever going to come back as Peter Quill? I mean, they clearly had an idea to put it in the end credit, but I don't know. What do you think about this?
I really, to be honest, I don't know. And I think, look, the funny thing about this is, let's just assume if they wanted to have Star-Lord in Vision Quest, they would have announced it. It's not, Vision Quest wasn't like some gimmicky, it's not some secret like in a movie. They're making a TV series that has to do with Vision. They made a big thing that James Spader comes back, you know, as Ultron. I mean, that's pretty huge.
That's huge. But and Chris Pratt is one of the, I mean, like him or not, and I do personally like Chris Pratt a lot. I know there's some people who don't, but like him or not, Chris Pratt is one of the biggest stars in the world. If he's in your show, you're marketing that.
Yeah, of course. And also the story itself, I mean, I don't know how well, knowing showrunner Terry Matalas coming off of 12 Monkeys, which is a great, by the way, if you've never watched 12 Monkeys, it's a great time travel series, really great spinoff from a movie. And then he did Star Trek Picard Season 3, which had a really interesting take on artificial intelligence and data.
Yeah.
So it makes him a really good fit to do a really interesting science fiction show with Vision as the centerpiece, Vision and Ultron. And I just think that if Chris Pratt was going to be in this show, he wouldn't just be in a cameo. It would have some kind of real big resonance, and they would have announced it.
So where can we, I mean, listen, we also saw at the end of Eternals that said the Eternals will return.
Shang-Chi.
I really want them to come back. Well, yeah, but he's saying Simu Liu is.
Well, yeah, he's already said he's in Doomsday and that he's going to come back in Secret Wars.
Yeah, he's the first officially confirmed Secret Wars cast member now.
Right.
But I mean, we saw Eternals will come back. We haven't seen any plans for that yet. So my question is, theoretically speaking, where does Peter Quill come back, or does he come back at all?
I mean, maybe Peter Quill's, like, it didn't say Star-Lord comes back, right?
It says Peter Quill.
Peter Quill. I mean, we might see him again, but I think he's gone home to find the family he never, he was taken away from, and reconnecting. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they'll wait. I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy is such a James Gunn creation, and I know that they did, the Russo brothers, they did use the Guardians very, very well in Infinity War and Endgame. So maybe we'll see Peter Quill show up in Secret Wars.
I should point out, one or two people in the live chat are saying, no, it actually said Star-Lord will return.
Oh, does it?
I thought it said Peter Quill, but
I
you
did
could
too,
be right.
okay.
I mean, they are one and the same person, but so it's all
that
good.
Star-Lord doesn't even mean Peter Quill.
Somebody else can take up the mantle of Star-Lord.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was during a scene with Chris Pratt as Peter Quill.
Yeah, it'd be really deceiving.
Up, so.
I honestly don't know. I don't think we're going to see him anytime soon, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe not either. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, PrizePicks. Whether you're starting a new routine or making player picks for the very first time, trying something new can be tough. But on PrizePicks, it just feels great when your sports takes are right. With big playoff matchups happening every weekend and elite hoops action almost every night, the action never really stops, and PrizePicks lets you take control. Ann and I both tried out PrizePicks a while ago, and we were honestly surprised by how simple it was to get started. I put my first lineup together in just minutes, and it genuinely made watching the games with my friends more fun because we were following our player projections all night, cheering for more or less. And there's a couple of features I really love. PrizePicks now has early payouts, so if your player gets off to a hot start, you can have the option to cash out before the game even finishes. And the new social feeds feature lets you share your PrizePicks with friends or even copy winning lineups with one click. Plus, if you like flexibility, you can choose Flex Play, or if you want the biggest potential prizes, go with Power Play. So download the PrizePicks app today and use the code Campea to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code Campea to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks. It's good to be right. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? I mean, we can tell you he's not coming in Vision Quest, but that does leave the question hanging. It said Peter Quill, Star-Lord, will return. When and where and how? Anyway, whatever you guys think about all that, jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.